Critics are calling it sensational. Earth as we know it will never be the same. This will make for one epic trailer.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the First Two Beers podcast. I'm Elliot.
I'm Chris.
And we are back once again. Chris, what are we going to talk about today? I'll take over from here, Chris.
No, I really wanted some stuff for you to edit out. We are talking about trailers that have been released recently, correct?
Basically, we're going to discuss 4 trailers that have come out in the last couple of weeks that got people talking a little bit.
Got some buzz around it.
We're going to give you our thoughts on these trailers, which we just freshly rewatched.
We did.
So we have seen these trailers at least once.
Unlike most movies we talk about, we've seen these things.
So we are good to go. We have great knowledge to bestow upon you.
We have knowledge.
Hopefully.
Let's not go throwing the word great around.
So enjoy our trip to the trailer park.
I think there's already a podcast called Trailer Park.
Damn it!
Yeah,
I just wanted to say trailer park so bad. I was going to segue into it no matter
Sorry,
what I had to
Trailer
do.
Park folk.
We're going to discuss Justice League, Spider-Man Homecoming, War of the Planet of the Apes, and It.
All right.
Those are the trailers that we're going to discuss today.
I didn't know it was Homecoming. I watched the Spider-Man 2 trailer, but all right.
Which Spider-Man 2?
Not the Amazing Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire
Tobey
Spider-Man?
Maguire.
You were like, these effects are kind of old looking. It's like this movie came out 10 years ago.
I don't know why.
something.
I was like, why does Elliot want to talk about this? I'm just joking. I watched the Homecoming one, people.
Let's start with my worst, possibly your worst. Unfortunately, the Justice League trailer.
Yeah.
Correct?
It's bad. It does not do it any justice.
See what he did there? Not very good.
Overall, you already know how I feel about the current DC extended universe.
You're on the negative side.
I don't think they're making any heavy hitters. They're
You
not
didn't
making-
like Batman vs. Superman,
Not really. I didn't really care for Man of Steel.
and you really despised Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
as did I.
Right.
Rightfully so. It's a terrible movie.
The only highlight of these so far is Wonder Woman.
That's played by Gal Gadot, correct?
Yes. Solely based on Gal Gadot.
She's kind of attractive.
She is one hot piece of ash.
There we go. We got the catchphrase right away. Now we can really dig into things.
Knock that out. I can mark that off my notes.
Oh, I know.
Gal
Otherwise-
Gadot equals hot.
Now you can relax and really get into things now that you checked off your catchphrase. I've been a little bit more positive about this new DC universe. However, I agree, this Justice League trailer is making me nervous.
It doesn't look good, dude.
The first half of the trailer, I was like kind of getting on board with. Because it looked real. Because it was real. They were really out in whatever, Iceland or something.
Fishing town.
Yeah, that was really a guy out on a horse going to some Arctic village. And I liked kind of the slow setup of that.
Yeah.
Cinematography looked good. But then as we get deeper and deeper into this trailer, it just becomes a CGI fest.
Well, literally, the next person they introduce, Cyborg,
Yeah.
looks very CGI.
So I'll correct myself. I like the first 20 seconds of this trailer, Chris. Maybe not the first
After
half.
they get Aquaman, it takes a turn to worse.
Yeah, because Cyborg looks
He looks so CGI.
so terrible.
He looks like Green Lantern.
This movie's
The
got...
Ryan Reynolds
It doesn't
one,
come out till November, so they've got time to fix it, but... Jeez.
They're in.
He looks awful. It's like, yeah, the first thing you see is him talking, saying, I don't even know what he said.
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
I'm a cyborg or something. And it looks awful.
His suit just looks fake. It just looks bad.
And the character doesn't seem that exciting to me either. It's like, oh, let's put RoboCop in a DC movie. I know it's a real character.
Yeah, and
but-
he's been around. He's a real character, but they're not doing him any
Justice. Justices? Justice-y?
Justice. I don't know.
What's the plural of justice? Is it justice?
I think it's just justice.
All right. It's like deer?
Yeah.
Deer and deer? All right. It's like Jedi?
Yeah, it's like Jedi.
We might do a Star Wars segue later in this podcast.
Well, that trailer should be coming out, I heard.
That trailer is coming soon. I can confidently say it will be out within the next week
Ooh, that's good stuff.
because big Star Wars convention's happening starting Wednesday, I believe.
It's a long one nowadays.
So like the smart podcasters we are, we decided let's do our trailer version right before probably the biggest trailer of the year drops, so we cannot discuss it.
Yeah, I think we're probably still going to discuss it.
Yeah, that can be its own separate episode.
It
does not deserve to be lumped in with this Justice League garbage,
No.
which we should probably get back to, unfortunately.
Ugh.
I want this movie to be good, obviously. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. I want to see good superhero movies, especially DC superhero movies, because I always like those characters.
Superheroes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of those characters.
But they just have not done well.
And you get a Justice League movie where I'm getting the vibe that Superman's probably going to be in it for like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, he's going to pop up. You know he's going to pop up.
You know he's going to pop up, but if I'm getting a Justice League movie, I want him to be a main character.
Yeah, because he is.
And he's not in this trailer at all, obviously, because he died, and they got to make him
come
dead
back
for at least half a movie.
They're going to have to fight somebody or get to some point where they can only do it with Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have to conjure him up with Ouija boards or something, however Superman comes back alive.
Any chance that Superman is a bad guy when he comes back, and they have to kind of take him down and then make him turn good again somehow?
I don't think so.
No? They're just going
to
he'll pop up and save the day. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Things look at the...
Kind of like in Batman vs. Superman, when Wonder Woman came and saved the day.
Chris, I hope you don't mind if I interrupt you, but I believe it's called Batman v Superman.
Oh, that's my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Sorry. I would never make a mistake like that.
Producers of Batman v Superman.
The Ultimate Edition, the one that I like to watch. Dawn of Justice, we're getting to the second part. It's a wordy title.
Yeah, a lot going on there.
So they're going in the right direction there. We only got 2 words for this title, just Justice and League. But that might be the only positive thing I can say.
I will say, when they get to Flash... He looks pretty cool.
I like the actor who's playing him, too.
I don't know him.
Ezra Miller.
What's he been in?
He's been in...
Give me 15 things.
I can give you a couple things.
Oh, okay.
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Okay.
He was kind of the...
He was a perk? Or was he a wallflower?
He was... he's more perky in that.
Okay.
He is the kind of theater friend that the Wallflower befriends.
Okay.
But he was good in that. He was also in this really dark movie called... There's Something About Kevin or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's like a high school... murderer or like a teen serial killer type thing. Brings a gun to school and all that.
He's good though.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He looks good in this trailer.
I'm not worried about him.
He was probably one of the best parts of Batman v Superman.
His like 20 seconds that
Yeah.
he was on screen. And obviously, you've got Ben Affleck back as Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yeah.
I like the line when he said he was rich to Flash. When Flash was like, "What's your
superpower?"
I'm rich.
Yeah.
It's a good Batman line.
That is. That's all he is.
That's what we've all been saying for years. We've all been thinking that. We're like, Batman doesn't really have powers. He's just a rich guy.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of gadgets.
If I was a billionaire, I could be Batman.
He is the closest anyone could be to being a superhero because he's rich.
That's right. I'm rich.
So the only other note I had about that trailer was I did not care for their song choice of "Come Together" by the Beatles.
It's not even the Beatles
No,
singing.
it's like a cover
some weird
rock version.
Yeah, rock hippie band.
They're trying too hard already.
They're definitely
They're
making this look like a rock and roll movie. Aquaman, it looks like he's the frontman for a band right now anyway.
And just them trying to
dress like a bat. I dig it. Come on. Actually, I didn't mind Aquaman, to be honest with you.
They all look terrible, minus Flash.
And Gal Gadot. Bite your tongue, sir.
Yeah, and Gal Gadot. But everyone knows she's on a pedestal.
I'm going to tell Gal.
She knows she's on a pedestal for me.
Yeah.
She can do no wrong. I'll be day one at Wonder Woman when that movie comes out.
I'm not looking forward to Wonder Woman either.
It's going to be great. Chris Pine.
I know you are blinded by Gal Gadot's beauty, but...
And it's got Chris Pine.
She talks like Christopher Walken sometimes. She's not a very good actress.
Who cares? She's very hot.
She's one fine piece of ash.
Exactly. Don't steal my catchphrase.
I'm sorry. Better step on your toes there. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it looked like a video game.
Yeah.
The most of this trailer looked like a trailer for one of those like Batman Arkham Asylum games.
Oh, yeah.
Except for not as well done. Because I've watched some of those trailers, and those are kind of cool.
And those stories look cool.
Yeah, exactly.
This looks kind of stupid. We don't know who the bad guy is.
I guess you don't need to give us the plot now, because the movie doesn't come out till November. We'll get other
I'm sure
trailers.
It doesn't have one.
Not anything that interesting, at least.
They got them all in there, though. That'll sell tickets.
I have an idea of where I think this is heading. Because I think Warner Brothers understands that they're not going in the right direction with these movies. But unfortunately, they've already made them. There's nothing they can do. If Justice League's terrible, it's terrible. They have to release it because they spent hundreds of millions of dollars. But based on the news that I've heard the last few weeks, I think they're kind of changing up their game plan a little bit here and going heavy into Batman. Because I think they're, instead of wondering about this universe with, Flash getting his own movie and Cyborg getting his own movie, I think they're going to be more focused on just the Batman universe, the Bat universe of Gotham.
Where'd you hear that?
Because they've already announced that they're doing a Nightwing movie.
Oh, yeah.
With the director of Lego Batman, which I'm excited about. I think Nightwing could definitely be an interesting character in a movie. They've announced, obviously, they're doing Gotham City Sirens, which is almost like a spin-off of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
With adding in
Poison Ivy and
Catwoman to Harley Quinn. So that's a Gotham Batman universe movie, obviously. True. And then the most recent news, which I'm not sure if you've heard, is Batgirl.
Oh, boy.
But this could get you a little bit more on board. Written and directed by Joss Whedon.
Oh, all right.
So if they're pulling him into the fold, they're doing some course corrections here for sure.
They're throwing some money at it.
And someday we're going to get this Batman movie, this solo Batman movie as well. So that's
maybe
4 different Batman movies.
That's true. They're definitely going heavy in the Gotham world.
Yeah, that if they're all producing them right now, will come out in a fairly short period of time, you'd think.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. I've always been a Batman nut,
that's the way to go. Why focus on the other ones? Obviously, the Supermans I haven't.
And that's the one part of these films that has gotten positive reviews.
Yeah.
Is there, Batman in this universe, minus the killing that he does.
Hey, man, it's a dark world.
He's a Dark Knight. If you keep Ben Affleck around and make these other Batman movies good,
it has potential to be better.
Yeah, we could be getting more excited about Justice League.
That's true.
Or not Justice League.
Not Justice League, but
Justice League 2, maybe. Where they just get rid of Cyborg and all of a sudden add Nightwing instead.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
We should probably kill off Cyborg in this one.
Here's this new character we've never introduced before.
That's how they do it.
Kill him like 20 minutes in. Do like a Quicksilver from Age of Ultron.
Yeah, they got to do something to get these people together.
It's true. Somebody does have to go. Well, none of these guys are going to die.
I know.
They're just warming. You can't kill one of your members. What about Green Lantern?
They did in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, you're Joe Dirtman that you're a big fan of.
Adam Beach.
Adam Beach.
I feel so bad.
The legendary Adam Beach.
Slipknot, they killed him right away.
Don't worry, he's drowning in film roles. He couldn't get bogged down with that franchise. Schedule's too busy.
He actually asked to be killed off because he was too busy.
He's got a lot of local commercials to do. Sorry, Adam Beach. I know you're a long-time listener.
Probably don't have anything else to do. Green Lantern, he's in it, but...
Maybe. We don't know if he's in it.
No, not in this movie.
But he's a part of Justice League in the comics and everything.
So
maybe we'll get a tease of him joining the fold. But I think they want some time to heal those wounds of
the
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
But he came out, redeemed himself nicely.
He did. Just bring him back. He redeemed his Deadpool once. Let him redeem his Green Lantern.
It's true.
Why not? You got nothing to lose. Literally, you have nothing to lose right now.
Rated R Green Lantern.
There's still no way the Justice League could be worse than Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
mark my words, because I tried to rewatch that movie.
Can't do it, huh?
Complete garbage.
Oh,
5 minutes in, I turned it off.
It's so bad.
Literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I'll put it up there.
Batman and Robin bad.
I can see that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheesy. I mean, it's not as cheesy as Batman and Robin, but it's bad.
It's worse because they're actually trying to make it good.
Yeah. You see they're trying to be serious.
They were trying to get, acclaim. No one who was making Batman and Robin was like, I smell an Oscar coming my way. Call the Academy now. Schwarzenegger's getting gold this year. Freeze.
Ugh.
All right. Anything else with Justice League?
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
I've spewed my hate out. We're going to get more positive as this podcast goes on.
That's true.
Hopefully you're not like these are a bunch of grumpy gooses.
I think from here on out, they all are...
Yes.
They're all thumbs up from here on out for me.
I've got some reservations about a few moments in these trailers coming up. But
I took some notes.
Overall, the movies, I'm confident and excited to see. Not anxious to see, which I definitely am for Justice League. All right, might as well keep the superhero train going then with our next trailer, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yep.
Not the one with Doc Ock.
I know, which is weird, because why not always bring him back?
He was a really good villain.
Alfred Molina.
He was. Probably the best Spider-Man villain we've had on screen yet, I would say.
Yeah, I would say that.
Willem Dafoe was all right, but...
Well, those Amazing Spider-Mans shouldn't even count.
Those were terrible.
Yeah.
You didn't like Jamie Foxx's Electro?
No. Or Paul Giamatti's Rhino? Yeah, that's bad.
That guy, he stepped off the set of Batman and Robin.
Yeah, he did. He hammed it up.
Paul Giamatti, he was thinking that was his Oscar, too. He's like, I've been close with these movies like Sideways. I'm going to really change it up with the Rhino.
See, I just feel like he got a dump truck of money backed up to his house, and he was like, okay, I'll do that. He said,
good, okay.
Yeah.
I don't have much pride, that's fine.
So, Homecoming.
Yes.
The villain in this, Michael Keaton.
Speaking of Batman.
Yeah.
The original. Well, not the original, but our Batman.
Yeah. Michael Keaton as Vulture. He's on a real...
comeback tour.
Yeah. He's been doing some good stuff.
Oh, we're all aboard the Michael Keaton train.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of the Founder.
Oh, yeah.
A very underseen movie that you should see.
And Birdman was good.
His other flying picture.
Yeah. It's weird, but...
Winged animal teeth picture.
He looks like a good bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Spotlight, another one.
Yeah, Spotlight.
Yeah, he's really been in some...
Comeback tour for sure. There's a couple things I did notice.
Mm-hmm.
The going outside of the box and having his friend, his like male friend, know that he's Spider-Man.
Peter Parker's like buddy that they show in the comics.
Which that friend is actually the friend in the Miles Morales Spider-Man world. So it's interesting that they put him in the Peter Parker world as his friend that knows.
They're kind of blending it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Probably because they're like, well, because the Miles Morales is the most contemporary version of Spider-Man we have right now in the comics.
Right.
Right?
He's an alternate universe, but yeah.
So they're probably thinking like, well, let's be modern.
Let's try to
let's
make
grab from
together.
the modern comics. Yeah, I like that idea.
It's interesting, I think.
Because it always stresses me out when Peter Parker has to hide his identity from so many people. It gives me anxiety, and I don't like it.
I feel like he shows his identity in like every movie, though.
I know. But those first halves, when they don't know, I'm just filled with stress.
I like they also show him in his beginnings, like with his own homemade suit.
Yeah. Still, this one makes more sense because since he's connected with Tony Stark, you know he's got these connections to build this suit.
Right.
And he's got the budget for it because he's
Tony Stark.
Friends with a billionaire, yeah.
Well, yeah, and according to that trailer, Tony Stark makes the suit for him. Mm-hmm. The suit has like Jarvis in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's cool.
I can get behind that.
The one thing I did notice, though, not the one thing, I noticed a lot of things. One of the notes I made...
You're very observant.
Yeah, one of the notes I made was the scene where the ship is getting cut in half.
Yeah. The barge.
Yeah, very reminiscent of the train scene from Spider-Man 2, I believe.
Yeah, no wonder you thought you were watching the wrong trailer.
When he's like holding it together, it looks like when he's like stretched across the front of the train.
He's spread eagle like that.
Yeah, I was like, oh. Yeah. You got to show his strength.
They love putting Spider-Man in that Jesus position. he's saving us all.
Exactly, he's a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
He web slung his way all the way around Jerusalem.
Whoa, guy.
I know. I got blasphemous. We're going to lose a lot of listeners.
We're going to lose a lot of
listener. Chris, I know for a fact we have tens of fans.
Yes.
I know that's not... Tens of listeners. I can't use the word fans that loosely.
The one thing I've always thought about when these like off Avengers movies are like superhero movies that are in the MCU, and this one at least shows Iron Man.
These standalones.
Yeah. Helping. Minus like your Captain Americas, because those are pretty much Avengers movies also.
Civil War, everyone showed up.
Yeah. Is why doesn't any of the other superheroes come to help?
Why don't the Avengers assemble and beat this villain like they do in the Avengers movies?
I feel like Vulture, it would take them half an hour to beat this guy.
Yeah.
But
they've done an all right job
of kind of explaining that they're not
in the past movies.
Yeah. The villains aren't big enough to warrant.
Or like, Thor's not on Earth right now. They made And now, after Civil War, a lot of the heroes are in hiding. So
Right. True, and that's going to obviously answer for this, why just Iron Man's around, kind of.
Yeah, which I do think we'll have to get to a point in the plot where Tony Stark gets taken out somehow, so that it's just Spider-Man in the climax fighting Vulture. Because otherwise, it's
Iron Man's going to kick his ass.
You're not really watching a Spider-Man movie if you're watching
like a Spider-Man and Iron Man
buddy film. Yeah.
Which, hey, if that's how they want to start the franchise, that's a way to start it.
Yeah.
To kind of get Spider-Man off on his own, since he's a kid.
I think that's what the first half of the movie will be. Is like definitely.
Well, they allude to him like doing something he should have, and Tony taking the suit back.
Yeah, which is why when you mentioned the like homemade suit that he was wearing, I think that's actually the end of the movie.
Yeah, it probably could be.
Because I think Tony takes his suit away, so then he goes back to the basics.
Yeah,
which makes sense. My one problem with this is that I think they're showing too much.
Oh, really?
Like I feel like I'm seeing too much of the movie here.
I did not feel that. And I get that way in some trailers, and I did not feel like because I still think there's a lot of questions of, like, why isn't Iron Man around her?
Yeah.
Why... I think there's enough questions. Why does the Vulture hate Tony Stark and want to be the Vulture? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think they're showing everything.
I think we saw a portion of all 3 acts of the movie. Like, in my head, the way I put it together was, okay... we'll see Peter in the beginning being a high schooler and being silly Spider-Man.
Yeah,
then,
like from the bank robbers.
Yeah, then second act will be like that barge scene.
Yeah.
Tony will take the suit away. And then third act will be him in his homemade suit fighting the Vulture. And,
I mean, that's more than likely what's going to happen, let's be honest.
Which I don't like, because this movie doesn't come out until July. And if I already know that much, I feel like I'll learn more as more trailers
he's
come
going to
out.
win.
Yes. They're not going to kill Spider-Man, I don't think, in his new
like, well, that
reboot.
is ballsy. They came out strong.
But, I mean, think about it. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 comes out in literally a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailers for it. No idea what the plot is for that movie at all.
Yeah, no idea who
the main villains are or what they're trying to fight or beat, which I like.
The guy who plays Spider-Man...
Tom Holland.
Looks really good. He was really good in Civil War. I really like him as Spider-Man.
It's crazy how he's already established himself as this new Spider-Man based on literally 2 scenes in Civil War.
Yeah.
And we're already like, yeah, that's our new Spider-Man.
But he did good in those, like...
Oh, he's great.
And those 2 scenes are long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I'm saying it's a compliment to him and Marvel that they're able to pull that off.
Right.
And then we're not thinking about Andrew Garfield already. Like, Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, like 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah, it wasn't long ago.
And it feels, luckily, like 10 years ago because...
It was bad.
When you see something like that, you push it under the rug and try to forget.
Sony did the right thing after Amazing Spider-Man flopped, and they were like, oh, crap, we had all these other plans to do Sinister Six and whatnot. They were like, okay, we'll just go ahead and team up with Marvel. They really know what they're doing. Fox has still been bullheaded a little bit about that.
Yeah, but that's because Fox has had success with the X-Men. So
not with them Fantastic Fours, though.
No, which I would not be surprised if they were like, all right, you can have those guys back. We'll take the money. We'll take half the money when the movie comes out. But
you're going to make that a better movie.
You can do the story part, the hard work that we don't
want to do.
We don't know how to make the stories fun.
They did well in that Logan, though.
Heck yeah, they did. Logan was fantastic. That's why Fox is walking around cocky as can be right now.
Cock of the walk, old Fox.
What was that saying?
Cock of the walk.
What? Cock of the walk? I've never heard that before.
That's what's saying.
Sounds graphic.
It's not.
Okay, good.
You're hearing it wrong.
Is it like a bird cock?
It's a saying. I think Christopher Walken said it.
Cock of the walk.
Yeah. As when he was the producer for the Don't Fear the Reaper on the SNL skit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he says cock of the walk. I don't know. Listeners, put your comments below if you don't think so. I don't care.
If you're offended by cock of the walk, let us know. I know I feel funny right now.
Hashtag not offended by cock of the walk.
Hashtag let the cock walk.
Right.
Don't do those hashtags.
No.
Twitter, they might shut down your Twitter. All right. I'm good with Spider-Man. You good with Spider-Man? Yep. Excited to see it?
Yeah.
We'll be there.
I'll be there.
4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
With our popcorn ready to go. War of the Planet of the Apes. Is it War of or War for?
It's War of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay. War of the Planet of the Apes. What do you think, Chris?
I think it was really good. I'm a big fan of the Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So to finally see them go to war, what alluded to in the end of Dawn I'm really excited. I think it looks good. I like that they're kind of keeping it. James Franco wasn't in the second one. Gary Oldman and I don't remember the guy's name.
Jason Clarke?
Yeah, aren't in the third one. Like it's
the only
time enough moved
continuing
on.
characters are the apes.
Yeah, it's Caesar.
The humans are, as they should be, dying off in each movie because that's the whole point of this arc.
Yeah. Which the one thing I do see is where do these humans keep coming from?
I know.
Like there's like an army in this trailer, and I'm like, where are you?
Well, that's because I think in the last two we've only really seen.
It's very like local. I feel like.
Yeah, it's like very San Francisco.
Yeah.
In the first two movies, this one I think we might be moving a little bit more continental.
One of the bigger bugaboos I had on the first two was it was so
compact,
local, like so small scale.
Yeah.
When I'm like, this is supposed to be a Planet of the Apes, and really it's taking place in
like, called the City of the Apes.
Yeah, like the
suburb of the Apes.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So that always confused me, and this looks like at least it's a bigger scale.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more apes and obviously more humans that has an army.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of ape-human
interaction. Well, there's that ape trader apparently that.
Yeah, because he's shooting a gun, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's like loading the machine gun for him.
For the humans.
And while you overhear the voiceover of Caesar, like, you're never going to be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're always an ape. But then there's a little girl that's with.
Like the orangutan one?
Yeah.
I like that guy.
I think that's the pre-Dr. Zaius.
Oh, I never thought of it that way.
That's how I looked at it.
Huh.
Why do the humans not want to, like, Caesar seems to be wanting peace and, like, live together, harmony. And the humans are like, nope, gotta kill you.
They don't?
You're losing. Like, you're a losing battle, it seems like.
Yeah.
And you're still just bullheaded.
These damn dirty apes.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't want to live in a world with these damn dirty apes.
Gotta have war.
That's right. Woody Harrelson.
Oh, he looks good. He looks like he's gonna do a good job.
He's our new main human in this movie.
He looks like he's just power hungry and like hates apes.
Mm-hmm. So, a real like neo-Nazi almost.
Yeah.
With a shaved head and everything. Looks exciting.
It does look good. I'm really excited.
These
to see
movies have been slow burns almost because, like you said, the plots have been small.
Yeah.
And compact, but that's what made them more realistic.
Yeah, the first one.
And emotional.
The first one really, until the last third of the movie, is really just a relationship between James Franco's character and Caesar. And
and a kind of smart ape.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even learn how to speak until...
He says no, like, just right at the end of the movie.
Yeah. That's what they've done a really good job of, too. Like, getting their language to progressively get better.
They do a lot of
to the point where they
language.
can actually do full sentences in this movie now.
They were doing a lot of sign language in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and I was like, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you show their progression, which I do like.
And the CGI is just outstanding.
Yeah.
Because for those of you guys...
cyborgs here.
No, not at all. Cyborg, take notes. Because, A, you have we're at least seeing a real actor's face in the cyborg, and he still looks fake as can be. This is a complete motion capture performance, which means, they study all the moves of the actor, but then they cover it with CGI and make him a big talking ape.
They look real.
Caesar, ape. I do a pretty good Caesar.
You love your impressions.
Well, I know I can do a good Caesar, so I had to... Didn't even try to get a segue in there. I just...
Go right in.
Caesar, no want war. I'm getting worse. I gotta stop.
Yeah, you are, because he talks in full sentences.
I know.
He didn't start this war.
I'm more of a Dawn Caesar. That's where my impression comes from. I like to get my impressions to a certain era.
All right.
Performances are great.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Serkis as Caesar.
I mean,
I have a feeling
he was born to be mocap.
Oh yeah, obviously he's Gollum.
Yeah,
he's the guy who started it all.
He's King Kong.
He redeemed Jar Jar Binks.
Oh yeah, because that guy.
Because motion capture, if that was the standard, people are gonna be like, ugh, never do that again. Go back to the Roger Rabbit days. Just draw them in.
Just make it full cartoon. Oh.
I think this might be Caesar's last rodeo. I'm getting a sense.
It could be. I mean, it could definitely end with that.
I don't think it'll be the last Apes movie.
No, because obviously there's a long time between this and
the Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
Like, it's totally a Planet of the Apes, and they talk about Caesar as essentially like a god. So he's going to have to be dead for quite some time to get that mythos up.
Exactly. Which is why I could see this wrapping up the first trilogy with his death, and then it gives you a whole new story arc for the next
one and
next
how he...
set of films, yeah.
I could see that. That's not a bad idea.
Kind of a good way of getting you closer to the Planet of the Apes.
Fast forward maybe.
You could probably do 2 trilogies here. And this third one, and then start another trilogy where the 6th film is Planet of the Apes. I think you could get there.
The 6th film?
Yeah.
No, I think you would have to do...
Even more?
Planet of the Apes would be maybe like the 7th.
Yeah. But you would have a time gap between 3 and 4.
Yeah, a real time gap, like 100 years.
Well, and you're also doing a remake, which doesn't have to be exactly like...
It just doesn't. It just can't be the Tim Burton one.
No. And you got to have the Statue of Liberty fall, obviously.
Yeah. Not the Abraham Lincoln was a monkey.
Oh.
That was so stupid.
Yeah, that wasn't the best plot twist I've ever seen, for sure.
Oh, that was bad. I feel like they also didn't give Woody Harrelson's character a name. I think he's just like called the General.
That makes sense.
Well, hopefully it's not the General, because he's not selling insurance out there, but it's something classy.
Are those even national commercials?
I think so.
Okay.
I think the General's a national company.
Good for the General.
Is it?
No. I'm never buying that insurance. If your commercial looks that silly, how am I going to trust you if I get in an actual, like, serious accident or something?
You're not going to. That's not what they're for. They're for when you get pulled over, you be like, yep, I have insurance. Anything happens,
I rubbed 2 sticks together and I got this card.
you're effed if you get pulled over.
Will not save any time.
Yeah.
Other than getting you out of that one ticket. I'm good at Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
More of the Planet of the Apes.
2 thumbs up for me.
Yeah. Directed by Matt Reeves, who is going on to direct Batman.
Oh,
To bring this full circle a little bit. Which makes sense, because he can do dark well.
Yeah, you can.
These are very
Dawn was
dark,
good.
dramatic films.
Yeah.
And if he can use that, if he can make Batman as interesting as Caesar has been in these past 2 films, then
I'm on board.
we're going the right way. All right, Chris. Our final trailer that we're going to discuss here. It's a spooky one.
It was spooky.
I'll turn the lights back on. We've been doing this in pitch black up to this point.
I can't do it.
Over a single candle.
It.
It's what?
The name of the trailer.
Yep. I was going to do like a who's on first type bit there.
Yeah.
But I started to confuse myself. It, the horror picture with the clown.
It's a remake.
Pennywise. What's the name of the clown?
Yeah, it's a remake.
Of a Stephen King novel. Yeah.
It's a remake of the television miniseries program.
Uh-huh. It's really a remake of half of it.
Well,
Because-
they're going to do the second half, aren't they?
Yeah, it's its own movie, though.
Yeah.
If this one's successful.
Do you think it's not going to be? Did you watch that trailer?
This trailer broke a YouTube record for
That's
most
crazy.
views by any trailer in a 24-hour period.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It beat Star Wars Force Awakens and 50 Shades of Grey for all the perverts out there that were just trying to watch the clicks.
Whoa.
That's why they were clicking on that trailer. People are like, oh, maybe they'll show a nipple in this trailer. You dirty birds. Keep listening, though, please.
That surprises me because, I mean, as trailers go, it wasn't anything like blow my hair back spectacular. It was scary. I mean, it's creepy. It's a creepy concept and etc.
It was surprising, but I think it was one of those things where it was just the right time.
Yeah.
It got people talking. It's one of those trailers where there's a few scary parts. There's a lot of people who have those kind of clown phobias. So I think people watched it and were like, oh, I'll tell my friends to watch it because they wanted to see their reaction.
It's obviously a popular miniseries on TV when it came out. It scared the hell out of me when I was a kid.
I don't know if I've ever seen the full movie or miniseries. I think it's a 2-part.
Yeah. You don't need to see the second half.
That's what I hear. That's why I'm excited for this film because I know it just focuses on the first half
part.
when they're kids. Yeah. Which is the interesting part.
Right.
So if they are successful, they're going to have to pull some strings here to make that second one match the first one.
Right.
Because story-wise, tails off there. Sorry. They're like lawyers, aren't they, and stuff? Like when they're
They're
older?
regular old adults.
Who's afraid of clowns when they're adults? Cowards. That's who, kids.
Yeah, cowards.
Because only kids listen to this podcast. Kids and cowards.
Oh, why do we even have listener?
We love you, listener.
Actually, that leads to one of the notes I have here is clowns are scary. Why?
They're just unsettling.
Yeah, why? Bozo wasn't unsettling? Cookie wasn't unsettling.
Who's Cookie?
Yeah, Bozo's assistant.
Oh, a little creepy.
Assistant to the clown.
If Bozo wanted to be scary, he could be scary.
I'll tell you who was creepy. The original Ronald McDonald.
Oh, really?
He was played by Willard Scott.
Really?
But his whole look was kind of creepy. You should look that up.
I'll look it up. I'll think about looking it up.
It's weird.
I'm not going to look it up.
Yeah. Just remember.
Okay.
Weird.
I'll be honest, this clown was definitely unsettling.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm sitting down in a basement doing a podcast with this clown, not the clown that I'm talking to right now,
Oh.
but the Pennywise clown, I'd be a little frightened.
If we were sitting down here and that yellow balloon just started floating, dude, you'd see like the old Looney Tunes smoke outline of me up the steps.
And I would finish the podcast calmly because I'm a professional.
Yeah, and then you...
The skeleton of me would finish the podcast. The ghost of Elliot would finish it. This movie, I'm giving it a 50-50 shot of actually being good.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoyed the Conjuring films that have come out. I thought those were really well-made horror films.
You were the one, huh?
No, I think a lot of people enjoyed them. Obviously, they've made sequels and spin-offs and
That
everything.
doesn't matter.
But they were...
A lot of people go see movies.
They
make money. And it doesn't cost much to make a horror movie.
True, but they were critically well-received as well.
Whatever, dude.
Watch you haven't seen them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You look up that clown.
I'll look at that clown the day you watch The Conjuring. So we could get that level of horror film. A good, well-made, smart horror thriller with a... It's got a good plot, obviously. It's a well-written book by Stephen King.
Yeah.
We live in a day where, let's be honest, most horror movies that come out are garbage.
Yeah.
I'd say you get like one hit for every 10 crappy, cheap, poorly acted horror films. But I have hopes for this one.
I mean, I think it's going to be scary. I'll probably go see it, and it's going to freak me out.
Plus,
The guy who plays Pennywise, though, does have big shoes to fill with Tim Curry.
Absolutely. And that's another thing that makes me a little cautious is we never did hear him talk, the clown. I mean, that's huge. Because if we hear this guy talk and he sounds silly, then everything scary about that movie is now out the window.
Yeah.
If he's like, hey, guys, how you doing? I'm Pennywise.
I'd be like, actually, that would be a little creepy.
Chris is unsettled by me right now, guys.
If he talks like a real clown talked, I'd be like, that's super creepy.
What, a balloon?
Yeah. If he just talks like a regular person, I'd be like, hey, what's scary about that?
You like a Brooklyn accent?
Yeah.
Hey, Pennywise.
Hey, coming in the sewer.
Hey, the gabagoo. Go down the store, pick me some gabagoo.
Sorry to our Brooklyn listeners. That was pretty good, though.
Thank you. R.I.P. James Gandolfini. That is my tribute to you.
Oh, using a quote he's never said.
That's right. All right, Chris, I'm good with it. Are you good with it?
I'm good with it. It what? Who's on second?
Because I have a few little small points, trailer-related points here that I want to discuss before we close this episode out.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
First off, we've been known to make $5 bets from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
On stupid things.
That's true, we have.
Things like, oh, will Leonardo DiCaprio get an Oscar nomination?
Do we ever pay on these bets?
We usually don't. Okay. We usually just parlay them into another bet.
That we forget about.
That's right. And we always forget about them. That's the key. Now we will have this documented on tape.
All right.
On this cassette tape that we're recording this on.
It's a 4-track. Don't let them fool you.
So here is my bet. You can accept, or you can be a coward and say no in front of all of our tens of listeners. The website Rotten Tomatoes.
We'll spit it out.
Are you familiar with the website Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
Obviously, they give you a percentage for new movies on a scale of 0% to 100%, with 60 and above being a fresh movie, a good movie, essentially. So I want to give a prediction, a Rotten Tomatoes score for each of these 4 films.
Okay.
Then, once all 4 have been released, we'll take the total of those predictions, and whoever is closest will be the winner. If one of us predicts Justice League to be a 92% and it's a 28%, that's going to hurt, because then you got a big gap there to fill. And then, obviously, in a future episode, I'll gloat about how I beat Chris.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, I have tabulated my numbers.
Oh, you want me to add them up, too?
No.
Okay.
I just
Got it.
wrote some numbers down.
Yeah.
All right, starting with Justice League. Chris, I am predicting this to have a 46%. How about yourself?
34%.
All right. So we're not too far off there. And
definitely-
based on Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman, I think those were in the 20s. So you might have the edge there. But I'm hopeful that they can make it at least watchable. Spider-Man, Homecoming. What do you got, Chris?
76%.
I have 81%. So not much is going to be gained or lost there. War of the Planet of the Apes.
I have 80%.
84%. This is going to be close, folks. This is going to come down to individual percentages.
I think it's going to come down to it, because I think yours might be higher than mine.
Ooh, yeah, this could. I'll reveal mine for it. 72%.
62.
Okay. All right.
That's going to be the one.
It could, or Justice League.
Yeah.
Justice League ends up being like 6%. It's going to hurt for me. All right, we'll keep you updated as we go along throughout the summer and early fall.
Because what's the last one to come out?
It comes out, I think, in either September or October.
So we'll keep you updated as they come out, what their score is.
So we'll each gloat when we take the lead, and then we'll go into grovel and misery when we...
We're in a horrible depression.
Yeah. This is going to affect our lives for
Probably.
a good half year here.
Doesn't take much anymore from me.
He's a real sensitive Susan.
Oh, yeah.
Before we close this out, Chris, I want a few rapid-fire questions from you. As we discussed at the beginning of this podcast, there's going to be a new Star Wars trailer coming soon.
Yeah.
Which we'll most likely discuss in our next podcast. Few yes or no questions for you. Will Luke Skywalker speak in this trailer?
Yes.
Will Luke Skywalker light a lightsaber in this trailer?
No.
Will we see Snoke in this trailer? And the reason I have that is because I've heard that Snoke's more of a puppet in this one and not a CGI thing.
I'm going to say yes, but if it says what he was in the last one, that counts.
That's true. Okay. Those are my yes or no's.
Oh, okay.
Predict the biggest moment that will happen in this trailer. We're both going to do this, and we'll see if we're close. The moment that everyone's going to be talking about. For example, in the original Force Awakens trailer, obviously, Chewie, we're home. The reveal of Han Solo. That was the big moment everybody was talking about.
Probably, I'm going to say Luke and Leia getting back to, meeting each other again.
A scene of Luke and
seeing
Leia
them each other for
giving a hug or something like that. Okay. I'm going out on a limb here. I'm throwing a Hail Mary. I envision the final shot of this trailer to be Luke talking to Rey inside a cave, and then all of a sudden, these ghosts appear behind him, and we see a Yoda and an Obi-Wan Kenobi, and maybe like a Darth Vader of some kind.
You really think that's going to happen? Why do you think that's going to happen?
Well, these ghosts aren't just disappearing. These Force ghosts,
right?
They've been in these past movies,
right?
Luke's a trained Jedi. He's obviously still talking to Yoda.
Okay.
But obviously, I'm skeptical about them showing.
I think if that happened.
The Yoda, I feel more confident about because he's a puppet. You can bring Yoda back.
Yeah.
He looks the same. With Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's like, well, who is it? Is it Ewan McGregor or is it Al Guinness? And if it's Al Guinness, then you got to do the CGI thing again, which they've proven they can do. And then, I mean, if it's Hayden Christensen, then
what's he doing?
Well, then you're really getting to people, reminding people of those shitty movies.
Yeah, and Luke doesn't even know who that is. He never saw him like that.
True. Who the hell's that guy?
Yeah. Even though didn't they shoehorn Hayden Christensen into the Return of the Jedi?
They did in the remastered George Lucas cuts. Yeah. I'll go a little bit more broad with that prediction. I predict we'll see a Force ghost.
Oh, okay, that's doable.
That is one of those three characters, at least.
Okay. I see it being, if they do it, I see it being Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Because
they can make Ewan McGregor
of all the theories
about maybe him being the
Rey's
grandmother
dad or Rey's
grandfather.
I think it's dad. Or granddad.
He would be a real player.
Yeah, maybe it's granddad.
Because that would be creepy if like some 80-year-old man's banging like a 20-year-old.
But I don't think he's 80.
He's pretty old in A New Hope. And she had to be... Yeah, wait, the math doesn't even check out on that one.
No.
We've given our predictions. Next episode, listen to us talk about the new Last Jedi trailer. Very exciting.
It will be good. Hopefully it happens next week.
Yeah, otherwise I really dropped the ball here. We'll talk about something else. All right, as always, this has been The First Two Beers. I'm Elliot.
I'm Chris.
Peace. Have a week, people.